to my NewTuber Advice series, and in this video we are going to be going over shoutouts. So, I'm hoping that I'm going to talk a lot of sense on this one, because I have actually done a shoutout series before. I did it a few years ago on this channel, and I haven't done another one since. And I am thinking of maybe doing another one in the future. I don't know when. Yeah, I'm just going to be talking about a few things that you need to avoid about shoutouts and how they all work, because it is actually quite difficult for a lot of people to do one of these. And obviously I've already done one. I've also done one on my other channel as well, Challenger Records. And obviously my shoutouts have actually gone really well since I've done them. It got me thinking like whether I'll do a season 2. You know, I might do. But I haven't actually said of when I will do one. But yeah, season 1 went really well. I shouted out to a lot of people, and it went well. And I did it on different things. I did some on a video like this. I did some on gameplay, and all that sort of thing. So I want you guys to try and do the same thing if you can. But first, you need to find out how you're doing it first. So I'm going to tell you. So you've got like 2 different main things for shoutouts. You've got one as a creator, and then you've got one as a viewer. So we'll start with the viewer to begin with. So if you see comments on other people's shoutouts, I would advise probably just ignore those comments, because it won't be good for the channel or anything like that. So I would definitely avoid that. And it also depends on whether you want to be shouted out by that particular person as well, or if you're leaving comments on those videos, because it is actually quite difficult, and it all depends what the person is doing on their shoutouts as well. It all depends like what the person is talking about, whether he is trying to get you into doing a shoutout to shout out your channel, even though you've probably not got as many videos on. And yeah, and it is quite hard as well. So I would recommend being very careful when you're viewing other people's shoutouts, because it can be a bit toxic out there, and I have done it before. Like this was when before I started my shoutout series, I did do it, and it didn't go down very well. So if you're a viewer viewing other people's shoutouts, I wouldn't probably say don't get involved in other people. So my strong advice is be careful on what you're doing, because otherwise it won't go very well. So yeah. So please do that. Now, moving on to a creator of shoutouts. Are you going to spam other people saying that I am doing a shoutout series? Now, I didn't do that when I started mine. What I did is I just started my shoutout series completely. I didn't go over to people and talk to people or anything like that. I literally just did my shout out series, and I didn't tell anybody. I just did it, and that's it, and that's what I did. Now, if you are doing it, it probably will be best to not tell any people about it. I would recommend just starting the shout out series like what I did without telling anybody. And it all depends as well, like what people you are shouting out as well when you're doing it, because that's what I did, by the way. I wrote a list of people that I wanted to shout out, and there was a lot of friends that I did, but there was other people as well. So it all depends how you're doing it as well. If you're doing like maybe one or maybe 2 or 3 person in one video, that is that as well. And the other thing as well is I wouldn't go over and subscribe to random people as well. This is probably going over to when I was talking about the viewer thing as well. That's pretty much the same thing. Don't go and subscribe to random people. And the other thing is, don't go over to random people and say that I'm doing a shout out series, because otherwise, if he comes over, might leave a few comments, and then he might just leave. He might go and not come back. So that's the other thing about doing shout outs, because it is quite hard. And when I did it, wasn't a very smooth ride for me because there wasn't a lot of people. And by the way, I had less subscribers when I did it as well. So that's the other thing. But yeah, it is actually quite hard to do. But at the same time, make sure that you're doing it in the right way if you are doing it. And make sure you are subscribing to the right people, shouting out to the right people, and all of that thing. So I would hopefully recommend doing that as well, because it will be quite easy for everybody. And then that means your shout out series will go down very well, and you'll gain, hopefully, a lot of subscribers from it. By the way, I didn't even gain a lot of subscribers from mine, so it probably won't happen to you the first time. But by the time you've done it, I think you'll gain a lot. And there is a lot of people that have done really good shout-outs out there, and a lot of people have attempted to not do them on the channel. But obviously the reason why that I did it is because that I wanted to do one, and obviously it was really early on my channel when I did it, but I wanted to do one because I wanted to shout out to a lot of people, and that is why I did it. And it went really well, and I'm happy about that. So I'm actually glad it did. And I do wish you the very best of luck on this, because it is quite hard, as I've said already. But make sure you do it. Make sure you just do it in the right way and not in the wrong way. So the thing that I would recommend is don't do them all on face videos. Like, do some on gameplay as well, like what I did, because that's what I did. And try and advise like range of how long you're doing them as well. Like, if you're only doing like one person, then don't make the video too long. If you're doing what I did, where I shouted out to a few people in one video, because obviously there was a lot of people that I did, then I would recommend doing that as well. Because a lot of my shout out videos that I did do were not as long videos, because I wasn't doing as many people in that one particular video. So but I think definitely doing it on sort of like a game would be better, because that means you can talk about the person while you're doing something. A lot of mine were on Minecraft, and what I was doing is I was creating a lot of things, while I was shouting people out, and that's what I was doing. And it did go down well, and I did enjoy it. So I would strongly advise to you, by the way, if you are doing a shout out series, I would recommend gameplay, face, and trying to avoid pitfalls as well, and do it in the right way, because there is a lot of shout outs out there that people have done, and they are amazing. But mine wasn't the greatest when I did it. But hopefully in the future, if I do a season 2, I'm hoping to make it a lot better, and hopefully I will improve on the first season, and that is what I'll do, and hopefully I can prove better. So yeah, so if you are doing it, make sure you do it in the right way, and don't take things seriously. Don't do it in the bad way, because otherwise it will just collapse, and it won't go down very well. So, yeah. Anyway, hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Yeah, obviously I've talked about this before in a very old video. I can't remember which one it was. It might have been before I started the series, actually, all those years ago. Yeah, it's quite hard to do on the channel. But I think it will be very, very good for most people to do a series, because it would be good to gain subscribers, but you don't gain a lot of subscribers from it. So yeah. So yeah, the final thing that I'm going to say is I wish you all the best on doing it, if you are going to do one. And by the way, season 2 in the future. Yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you are liking the series. And there is more on the way very soon, so stay around for that. And yeah. So I will see you all in the next one.